I'm thinking today we've got a number of different options. I've got a number of different options for Minecraft. If we jump in the save, I'll kind of be able to explain it a little bit more. But last stream on Saturday, was it Saturday? It feels like Saturday. We kind of did a little bit more kind of cleaning up around this area, so no horrible shulker boxes and stuff just knocking around. We need to find a home for this guy at some point. I did kind of take note that, you know, we've got the beekeeper's cottage still to do, but this kind of area now, I'm really liking. I'm liking it. I hate the fact that I don't have Optifine on because this rain is bad. See if we can sleep real quick. Okay, I'm lagging. It's possibly because I'm loading in for the first time in a while, but still, like, my game is just, no, not, I can't get rid of the rain. Okay, well that's fine, we'll look through the window. So, yeah, we kind of like tidied up that segment of the path there. We had a little bit of a minecart and some rocks and boulders and like some bushes and stuff. We didn't do too much decorating. Well, we did, like, we did a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot, what we did, but it was important, right? Because it's all stuff that helps the story building of this area a little bit more. It just makes it feel a little bit more lived in. There's a little bit more lore going on. And for the most part, I was actually kind of like stuck trying to make this this cart that the people will potentially use to transfer items and stuff to and from the market. Now, what I'm going to use this for is a dumping ground for all of my crap that I don't need anymore. So we're just going to throw a bunch of stuff in here, and I'll probably end up like the mangrove roots we'll probably end up using, but like the sweet berries, for instance, probably don't need those anymore. So I might just bone meal them down. Which kind of leads me on to what are we doing next? Now, the elephant in the room. Rain, please stop. Like, this isn't fun. Nobody wants rain here. Hold on. I've got my dinner plate there. I'll move that out the way. Otherwise I'm just going to keep knocking it with my hand. Got my D&D books as well. God damn it, Plum. Please let me sleep. Please let me sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Damn it. So yeah, we've got. I put in 3 bushes in total. We put in this one, which is just a basic little thing that's a hedgerow. We've got this one here, and we've got a little bit more of a complicated one here, with signposts and stuff, and it makes it look a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit more texture and stuff going on. I really like this bush. It's a little bit bigger. It's exactly what we needed. And I also put vines on it as well, and the vines have spread. The vines have totally spread, but that's not too much of a problem. The first thing I'm going to go and find out, actually, is how much sugarcane we've got in this area. And I want to go and have a look on the overflow boxes for the creeper farm, because I had a suspicion that the creeper farm was dropping in. Ah, it hasn't. Has the creeper farm been creeper farming? It has. We've got a lot of gunpowder there now. That's pretty cool. So the creeper farm is definitely working as only a creeper farm. We've got this and no overflow on the sugarcane just yet. So the sugarcane's got quite a bit to go before it starts bone mealing. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle because I'm gonna need some more bone meal, and the cactus here That's not even close. That's not even close to bone mealing up. That's purely because we just don't have the sheer amount of cactus. We've got like a small amount that's being created, and that will gradually grow over time. I just need to leave it for long enough, and it will slowly create bone meal and stuff. But it would be nice to have a little bit of a bone meal farm. Actually, no, I'm not going to segue into making a bone meal farm today. We're not doing that. Why isn't that growing? Is that because there's no light here, maybe? That must be it. Do I have a fortune? Anything of fortune? I don't. Not on my inventory. So yeah, the plan I think that I'm going to do today, I want to work some more on the overworld. Is that the fortune one? Yes. I want to work on the overworld, but I also want to make sure I'm getting a bit of bone meal, because I'll need the bone meal to create more stuff. So I'm gonna harvest what I can. We're gonna bone meal down as much as we can, kind of thing. I'm gonna be needing the mud bricks as well, so I'm gonna need the hay. We can't harvest down the hay blocks or anything like that. I will need the mud bricks. A mud machine might not be a bad idea as well, like just a super small. I could probably build Mango's mud machine. Something else that I want to do before we really get started, I want to like find all of my tools that need mending. And we're just going to go around and mend them real quick. So that's pretty much anything with like low health. So that's, when I say low health, this actually I'm going to go and put away. And we're going to have the smite me on from now on, just for a little bit longer. When I say low health, I mean just anything that isn't perfectly healed. And we're just going to go through and heal as much as we can. I've got some mushroom in there. I might use that later, actually. That could be quite fun. We've got just a bunch of blocks and things. I've got some honeycomb in here and some honey blocks and glow lichen. Now, that's something that I wouldn't mind making, is a glow lichen farm, because glow lichen's pretty cool just at lighting up the caves and stuff without needing like torch spam and making it like 100% lit. The first thing I want to do is I want to bone meal this, and then we'll figure out what else is going on. I do have some paper, so that's good. I might use this bamboo and turn it into sticks. I might turn these cherry leaves into bone meal, actually. Like, that might not be a bad idea. We've got some more sticks there. I mean, if I really wanted cherry leaves, I've got plenty of blossom, because they spawn like crazy. So I think turning that into bone meal. So if that's going to be the case, let's take this. Do I have a composter? I do. Perfect. Got some chests too. Perfect. I've only got one composter, but we can always make another, right? I think I'm gonna go around and like clear out all of my bone mealable stuff that we don't want, leaving enough like mangrove stuff here that actually probably should go outside. Like leaving enough so that we can replicate resources, but for instance, like the large amount of like flower azalea stuff here, we've got so many like leaves and things, like we don't need this many. So it legit might be worth like clearing some of these out. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it with the leaves just because we've got a lot of trees to build and I feel like the leaves are just going to be the pain in the ass. I'm not going to do it with the moss either. So we'll just do it with the seeds and other stuff that I can kind of go and pick up. It's now nighttime, so we can go and sleep. Hey T-Man, how's it going, my dude? Are you busy? Are you busy at the moment? Are you busy, T-Man? Okay, so I mean, I think today I wouldn't mind working on another tree over here. That's definitely something that we could do. But I kind of want to work in the bee farm, I'll be honest. Not really, everything I've done is complete, ready for the big day tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow for you? I'm pretty sure I'm at work. I tell you what, I'm just going to set it up here. There's no point in me not setting up. Why do I not have my chests with me? Why did I put those away? Dum 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 dum. There we go. Now we've got a little bone meal station, nice and easy. I'm not going to bone meal the wheat. The wheat is going to be useful. We will bone meal those berry stuff though. There we go. Nice, a little fast bone meal station. The window opens at 7 AM and goes until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so we don't actually know the proper time. But it's all about windows and stuff, I see. So you can't indicate any more on a more specific time. You can't like give me a little like say, well, we're probably gonna go in for the morning. Well, I guess you have to really like aim for the morning, right? Like that's gonna be your initial aim. If I had a guess for SpaceX, they're going to target the opening of the window. It makes sense. Okay. I get what you're putting down. Just look at me trying to eke out as much information as possible. No, it makes sense that they're going to be flexible with it, right? Like with it being a test flight. And you don't have like a specific launch window because of like orbital parameters and stuff like that, right? Like you just going balls to the wall almost. Fortune. No. What is this doing here? Why is there a moss? Actually, the moss works. Another one! I need to not moss as much, please. Oh, this one didn't grow. Is that because there's no light level there for it to grow, maybe? Or maybe I came around and collected this not that long ago. There we go. Right, now all of the things that I've just collected there can be broken down, which is great. Hey, chips! We got chips here. He's just knocking around. I don't need the stone. I want the sugarcane. Nope. I'm a little bit worried that he's stuck there. Because all of these have name: chorizo, sushi rice, tartar sauce, and chips, right? I just hope it doesn't leave a giant concrete metal hole like the first one did. Well, you've got the water displacement stuff now, right? So I want more bone meal. Actually, I want to keep the wheat. But the rest of that, bone meal it down. Where? Oh, there it is. What is in here? I've got moss coppers in here. Interesting. I've got loads of poppies. I'm going to bone meal those down because we get loads of those. I'm going to like bone meal most of these sweet berry bushes. The glow lichen that can stay. Ferns can definitely stay. Half of the pumpkin seeds can get bone mealed down. And I think we'll leave it at that. I am very tempted to bone meal most of this cherry blossom just because we've got so many of these saplings, like, and I can't see myself using the cherry blossom leaves at anytime soon, so. Should get quite a lot of bone meal from this, actually. I'm doing it with all but like 2 stacks of the bone meal, the cherry blossom leaves. Because I mean, I might use the cherry blossom leaves at some point, but not right now. There's a lot of oak leaves in there, so you get rid of the chacha leaves and the oak leaves there. Yeah, giant metal plate, spring, tons of water. It should be interesting to see if it holds up against 33 hungry raptors. Well, the weird thing is that when you did, originally when the tests were done, when they did like the test firing and stuff, everything was holding out, right? But obviously there was some stress and strain that wasn't being detected. So yeah. Yeah, gotta be careful. I'm just clearing out my inventory basically right now. The cactus can go now because we literally have like an insane amount of cactus. We don't need any up there. How much bone meal have we got so far? Not even a stack. Wow. like nearly a full double chest of items of bone meal. I get like not even a stack of bone meal itself. Okay, so what I'm gonna go and do is find as much. I'm gonna chop as much of this down as possible. Do we need any oak saplings? Probably not, but it's a good idea to have a look. No, well, actually, no, we kind of do need some oak saplings, right? Like, there's not... I've only got 6 here. So let's bear that in mind. I'm also going to put some of these saplings through the grinder. I would like 2 stacks of each of the saplings. That would be great. Am I missing a tree type? So we've got jungle, acacia, spruce, oak, birch. Those are the first dark oak. Those are the first 5, first 6 kind of thing. And then the newest ones is the mangrove and the cherry. I guess the warped funguses count, but I'm not counting them. Either excitement is definitely generated whatever happens. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit more of a success this time, I guess. I mean, the main cause of the problem though, right? Like the main reason that the whole thing went up seems to have been fixed. So let's throw caution to the wind and be optimistic. There's a space fan. I hope we get to see stage separation. That would be big. Yeah, me too. I really hope for that. That would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. Can you not? Yeah, stage separation and the starship to ignite its engines. Everything else for me. Why do I have pig step? When did I pick up pig step as well? Like, what? I must have accidentally clicked it from here. Let's listen to pig step for a little bit. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. I do have sand. Ba-ba-ba-ba. And gravel. Bum, 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 bum. I didn't realize how loud that is from the jukebox, though. Maybe if we get further away, it might be a little bit more manageable. Oh, there we go. Now we're bone mealing. Ah. It's so loud. So I do want a little bit of fortune here. There we go, that's much better. I've been doing simulations of KSP to see what could go wrong. Okay, we're out of range. Oh, we've apparently put up jungle logs? When did I do this? I don't remember putting these down. I must have needed jungle logs for something. Build-wise. So I'm actually going to be very cautious with this because I don't want to turn this all into sticks, but I am going to chop them down. Thing is, you get so much wood from the jungle wood, it's kind of cool. I would love to, like, at some point, build in a jungle biome. I mean, that would be difficult to work with from early game, but I think, like, end game stuff, like where I'm at now, I'm at the level where I could very feasibly do that, I guess. Because chopping down the trees and felling the leaves and stuff isn't too much of a pain. Because I would have to still do that. But I've never actually built in a jungle biome. It's a fun wood to work with. There we go. Heal up my items. I kind of want to see your KSP version of Starship now, though, T-Man. I'm curious. Speaking of KSP, are you excited for December science mode coming? I'm neither excited nor optimistic. I'm kind of impassive about it, to be honest. It's not something, it's something that's on my radar, but I'm like, meh. I think I was so disappointed with KSP2 that I've kind of become kind of nulled to the effect, in all honesty, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know. I mean, it was never going to be a perfect game. It was never going to be a game, right? It was, but the fact that it was just, like, not usable and, like the floppy rocket syndrome, for instance, right? That really disheartened me because the dev's response was, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's like, no, this isn't a feature. If this is a feature, I do not want to play your game. So I was a little bit kind of like disheartened by that response. That hurt. That was a clear sign that potentially whoever said that, I don't know what, they might have been joking about it, but they weren't quite reading the room. They weren't reading the room. Now, from what I understand, I think they have tried to retract that a little bit. But the thing that I found was crazy with the floppy rockets was that auto-strut was in the game. They put it in the game. They just didn't turn it on. It's like, well, why is it not a simple switch of turning it on? Like, people are complaining about it. But there was a lot more like operational issues that I had with the game, and I don't think adding a science mode is necessarily going to fix those. Now, I do think that potentially they've probably got more stuff lined up than I'm aware of, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like in in modern times you get like one chance to impress. Like you get one shot, and I mean, there's definitely potential with the game, but it never impressed me. Kerbal 2 didn't. It was just a fancy graphics mod with no graphics, with no actual gameplay. And like, people try and defend that. It's like, well, it's in alpha, right? And it's like, well, Kerbal 1 on a much lower budget was in alpha. It cost practically nothing, and it was way more playable than what Kerbal 2 is. Like, how is Kerbal 2 a step back? Just doesn't it doesn't make sense for me. So am I excited? I'm not. I really meh. For the time being, like, I'm not interested in Kerbal whatsoever. I have no interest there, unfortunately. As I like to call real life space program, HSP is very, very hard and difficult. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It is. Human space program is very difficult. And I guess the point that you're trying to make is that trying to put that into a child's video game is also very difficult. But I mean, it was done so well in Kerbal 1, and it wasn't necessarily, I mean, the updates definitely helped, right? Like the constant updates that we were getting towards the end of like communication and things like that, like all the little bells and whistles and all the modding community that really like brought that game alive. That definitely helped. But fundamentally, as a video game, Kerbal 2 failed for me. They charged a £45 price tag for a game you couldn't play. And that is... yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got scammed at the end of the day. Like, so I've been very disappointed. I've been very vocal about it. I'm sure at some point I will try it out, but I'm not going to be like right on the bandwagon like I was last time. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I don't know. My hopes for it are very low, and maybe that's a good thing. Is that maybe I'm going to be a little bit more like. Yeah, glad that you had Kerbal Space Program 1, because I wouldn't be with a rocket company. Exactly, T-Man. But the thing that I've got to kind of look at is it's a completely different development team. It's not... just because it's got the name Kerbal Space Program doesn't make it the same game, right? So you have to separate your emotional attachment to it. So I've got a huge emotional attachment to Kerbal Space Program, the first game. And I'll definitely play that again, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But Kerbal 2, like with the whole science mode thing that's coming out, and it doesn't interest me. Like I said, you have... life is short. You have like one chance to impress. You know, especially in the modern world, where there's so many games out there. You've got one chance, and they had their chance for me for Kerbal 2, and they didn't impress. And here's the thing, I was extremely biased for Kerbal. I was extremely biased. I would have been one of the ones that was like, even if it had like rough edges and that sort of stuff, I'd have like really fought its back. But because it was wholeheartedly unplayable, nah. For me, that's unforgivable. I mean, that's a very extreme outlook, and you know, there are definite reasons for it, but at the end of the day, they're just excuses in my head. Like, I think it's like there's like a Jackie Chan quote, right, about directing and making good movies, right? You get one chance to show a movie to an audience for the first time. The audience that then plays that, watches that film for the first time, if they don't like it, are you, as the director, gonna go around and apologize to every single one and say, yeah, but this is what happened, and this happened in the production, and this, that, and the other? No, you're not gonna do that. You can't do that. You've lost that support. And, you know, you get a bad reputation for it. So, in my opinion, they release the game. I know, it's alpha, and, you know, it's not as clear-cut and whatever like that. That's just excuses for me. I see right through that and I think, yeah, that's a money grab, you know? So, and I don't think there's any one person at fault. I think there's multiple people at fault. There's the publishers for forcing the hand and making them kind of like push the game forward. There is the development team for not really doing what they promised, and a lack of communication after. And there is probably also the fan base is at fault, including myself, for hyping up the game. You make Victor Glover. Nice. Well, wait, he's on the Artemis program, right? Yeah, so he's potentially going to be using the HLS. Potentially, maybe. At some point. Yeah, he's in the Artemis team, right? Or am I making that up? I might be making that up. I don't know. I know he's flown on one of the dragons. I think it was like Dragon 2, maybe, that Victor Glover went up on. He's flying on Artemis 2. Oh, of course he is, with Christina Cook and someone else that someone else that's been doing stuff. Yeah, along with Christina Cook and someone else, and I can't remember. So is the human landing system involved in Artemis 2, or is that just a matter of user writing to loop the loop? I don't know if they were gonna like do a dummy docking or something with the human landing system. Like, I'm very out of the loop with what the proposed mission is. Oh, he was on crew mission 1 then. Okay. I thought he was crew mission 2 for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's because I was like... Maybe that's because I'm thinking he was on the second Dragon mission, but I forgot about, like, DM1, right? DM2, rather. Got you. Button time! Hey, Jen. 42 months of tier 2 subscribing. Apollo 8, yeah, it's just the flyby. They don't have anything to do with the human landing system, right? It's interesting that he was there. Maybe he was just interested, I guess. But it's not actually a slingshot, though, is it, for Artemis 2? Well, that's what I thought Artemis 2 was, T-Man, but when you said that Victor Glover came around to have a look at the human landing system, it's like, wait, does he have anything to do with the human landing system? What is that? Like, does he? I don't... Am I missing something here? And I could have missed something. Like, it... You know, like, I don't keep up to date with as much space news as I used to, so... I just don't... I'll be honest, I don't have the time. How are you, Jen? Are you good? Today I was supposed to write you a bunch of stuff for reasons and things, and I didn't, so I'm lazy. Tired, didn't sleep well. I know that feeling. I've got quite a bit of a headache today, and that's because I didn't sleep. I haven't slept well for the last like 3 or 4 days. It's this time of year. I'm really shit at this time of year. I can't sleep. Perfect. Ow. Vic just wanted to know how Starship was coming along and wanted to know how we state the vehicles to make the vehicles like they are. Okay, I see. So he's just interested in the operational stuff. That's cool. I like that. Sorry, I'm drinking like apple juice. That's what I'm drinking. It's not freshly squeezed though. I kind of wish it was. Okay, so we really didn't get that much bone meal, which is a little bit disappointing, but sure. But we did get quite a lot of oak logs. Now, I'm going to save that much oak wood for more trees. And we're going to turn these oak logs... I'm going to save that much oak logs. And we're going to turn these into sticks for level grinding and emerald making and so on and so forth. Love freshly squeezed orange juice. You tend not to get it too much here because, you know, you'd have to get fresh oranges, which don't grow in this country, so... So you have to kind of like have pre-made orange juice. I mean, you can do it, but the oranges that we get aren't fresh anyway. They're like shipped in, so we might as well just ship in the orange juice. But we do make apple juice because apples are everywhere in this country. So there's probably places where they grow oranges, but they're not going to be as good as, say, like deep Mediterranean kind of thing. Oranges, that sounds like Florida, which I've been to recently. I mean, there's oranges in Europe, just not really in the UK. It's a bit too cold for us. No, for oranges, you'd probably have to go to like Greece or Italy or maybe like the south of France. Somewhere around there, maybe. They've probably got orange groves and stuff. But they wouldn't be native to there, right? But you can grow them. Orange rocket, good. When is Artemis 2 scheduled? Is it the end of next year? 2025, right? I might have that wrong. Is it like... So yeah, we're an hour into the stream and I haven't actually started on what I was going to do today. Next year in December, yeah. The end of 25, got you. So we're a year away from Artemis 2 yet. Do you remember the original pitch for Artemis saying that they were going to have people on the moon by 2024? Do you remember how crazy that was? Oh, wait, no, next year is 2024. Year after is 2025. I'm so confused. I don't know what year we are. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. I don't know. Oh god, my brain. Let's update the map, which we didn't do at the end of the last stream. Not much has changed. We got rid of the shulker mess down here, but the beds are still there. We've got the cart in place. We've got the rocks. It's looking good. Like, this is it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm really liking this area at the moment. We definitely want to work on the beekeeper's hut. So, okay. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to grind down these sticks for emeralds. To heal up our items. I'm gonna kill this guy. Also, I got a free trip down to Artemis 2 because thanks, SpaceX. Nice. I have family going to Florida soon. Sometime next year. I don't exactly know when they're going though. I think it's my sister and her fiance are going. I think my next big trip will probably be to like America and stuff, so. Actually, I'll probably go to Canada. I would love to go to Canada, meet Kath and stuff, and Jen. Seeing as Jen's up there as well, I may as well say hi to Jen too, right? Like. Wow! I see how it is! Do you know what I should do, Jen? I should go to Arizona, because that's where you're not anymore. That would be a huge middle finger. That would be a huge, like, oh, fuck off then. Unfortunately, I don't find any interest in the desert, so I'm not gonna do that. Not even for a bit. I have no interest. That would be hilarious. Oh. Maybe the mountains. I suppose you like Arizona's got mountains, right? So gotta see the big hole in the ground. I've seen bigger holes. Should totally come to Starbase because it's way cooler down there. In Starbase? I mean, would you be able to get me, like, tickets? There's no tickets for Starbase, let's be honest, but would you be able to get me in? That's where all the nerds hang out these days. That's true. That is where all the nerds hang out these days. Bigger holes. There's a lot of places in America I want to go to. To be fair, like, the problem that I have with that is that I have such a busy work schedule, like, being able to get the time off to be able to travel over to the US and do that sort of thing. It's gonna be tough. Ah, I wasn't healing the things I needed to heal. Damn it. Well, we've got some of these. What about you? Why haven't you? Thank you. Gold digger that can go in. Let's put these all on my what's it, and then we can throw the bottle of enchanting. Slick 40 now, since the tower's complete. The tower's completed Slick 40? Dude, I'm so, like, out of... I'm so out of the loot. Well, if you do make it to Canada, you better let me know. Yeah, I don't know, it's just ideas that I'm playing around in my head at the moment, so it's not like, I'm not even 100%. Wait, why did I level up to level 40? Why is it not? Oh, those two things don't have mending on, that's why, you dum-dum. So I'm trying to mend things that don't have mending. Right, well, all of our tools are pretty fixed up here. Right, let's try and organize this a little bit better, shall we? Sounds a fortune. Okay, let's put this over here. We'll put that over there, that over there. Perfect. Let's do the picks first, because the picks are way more important. So we'll do the fortune picks. And the hose. Then the shovels. I will do my axe. Perfect. Miscellaneous, and then we've got a bunch of emeralds left to spend on other things. Oh, flint and steel, that can go in there as well. Yeah, it has the arm as well attached to it now, which is weird. Show me photos. Like, I'm serious. I'm so out of the loop with anything space. Like, it's only getting worse as well, because I just... For whatever reason, like, my newsfeed doesn't pick up space stuff anymore, and I can't figure out why. It's probably because there's no, like, good news feeds that actually report on space things, but... Or at least not mainstream, anyway. But it's very frustrating, because I know there's a lot going on, it's just that I'm not getting the information until, like, way later. Also, I'm not streaming as much, right? And that's a huge thing, because when you stream, you get, like, the information from T-Man. T-Man tells me. He's my go-to news source, right? In the space Discord. Oh, that does look weird. So are they gonna put like panels on the Slick 40 tower like they have on the 39A? Or are they not doing that? They're just kind of like leaving it as bare bones. Basically, I'm actually asking, are they going to stylish it up? Okay, so we need a bunch more of these. Now, for that to happen, I need to find out how to make these. Then we need to like figure out a little bit of a design for these, and I'm thinking... You know, all of that oak wood we just turned into logs. It'd be great to use oak wood in this. How do we make... Is it the honeycomb? Like, how do we make beehives? It's the wood. So we need planks. Oh, if only I had some like planks somewhere. Why would I do that? Well, I guess I can make it out of the cherry logs. Why did I not think about breaking down the cherry logs into sticks? Oh, wait. Yeah, you can. Let me guess, the honeycomb block? That doesn't break down into honeycomb, does it? No. Shit. I have a feeling they're gonna copy and paste 39A. Okay. Yeah, because if I remember right, the arm went on before the panels, right? Like the decorative panels. If I remember correctly. So this is what I'm kind of thinking. We've got a lot of like honeycomb and stuff here. Now I could take the honeycomb from this, which I am gonna do. However, I do need to put at some point very, very soon, this farm, the bee farm, needs to go somewhere underneath here. Maybe that's gonna be my next kind of like workshop. I didn't mean to do that. You have a theory on something. Do share? Wait, why will the beehives not stack? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so we've got those beehives there. I think we need a few more beehives. So let's use this here. Why do they not stack? That's so obnoxious. This is like one of the worst. 13, 14. We need to mark down the places where we're gonna get beehives things. Oh, we've got beehives here as well. Nice. Okay, so we don't... Do they not stack either? None of the beehives stack! Why? Why do they... Oh, I hate Minecraft sometimes. I've got bees' nests there, which will come in useful later. Throw that out. So I also want these oak trapdoors, weirdly enough, because I think that's going to look good. It's either that or the birch trapdoors. What I would really like is like some scaffolding as well. I think. Like some scaffolding. Oh, I wonder if we could use like bamboo blocks as well, like in this, because the scaffolding has the same color as the bamboo wood, right? So we could use bamboo wood with this. That's the other type of wood that I need. And I don't have a bamboo farm yet. Shite. So we all know Delta 4 Heavy is going out, so here's my theory. With that in mind, I have a feeling that SpaceX will buy Slick 37B. They're going to convert it for Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy use. And they're going to retire 39A for Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy. They're going to do a clean pad design for Starship. on 39A. And that tower that has built on 39A is for catching, not launching. You reckon they're going to catch at 39A? I guess they have to, right? Like, I guess they have to with the way that Starship is kind of designed. That's a big theory, though. That's crazy. Like, why do those two not stack? They've even got the same tags. I don't get it. No, that's actually. I don't know whether I agree with that, T-Man. I don't know. The new tower will be on SLS mobile launcher for launching. I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know whether I agree with that. I mean, we know that Delta IV Heavy is going out, right? So I think it would make sense for ULA to keep that pad and just convert it into a Vulcan launcher. In all honesty, then they've got two launch pads. Because then if one of the launch pads for Vulcan goes down, they've got a backup at the Cape. Kind of similar to how Falcon 9 has with 39A and Pad 40. There is some point, that's already correct. Someone's bought 37B after Delta's retire. I didn't know that. Also, 37B, there's enough room for a new landing zone. LZ2 site at SpaceX is not renewing the lease on the existing ones. You don't know what's happening, but Delta is a nice word. Hey Freelove, welcome in. Sorry, this is turning very quickly into a much of a space chat and not about Minecraft. So, a little bit of background because you are kind of like new to the channel. I am not just a Minecraft streamer. I originally started streaming playing a game called Kerbal Space Program. From there, I got very invested and interested into real life space stuff. T-Man over there, he works for SpaceX, working on the super mega rocket Super Heavy, which is designed to land people on Mars, right? That's the ultimate design for it. That's not what will happen straight away, but once it's operational and up and running, it's already been bought for by NASA to land on the moon. So what we're talking about in that conversation is the launch pads at Cape Canaveral in Florida, right? This is where they have historically launched a lot of big rockets. The most notable at launch pad 39A landed human beings on the moon in the 1960s. So yes, you came for the blocks and you're getting a talk about NASA. It's not actually about NASA. We're talking about two different rocket companies. One called SpaceX, which you will have heard of, I'm sure. Elon Musk and all that sort of thing. Like, it's very popular at the moment. And the other one is ULA, which is actually a much older rocket company. It's called the United Launch Alliance. Is it Alliance, T-Man? Correct me. And they both run different rockets. Now, in the 90s, there was a rocket called Delta. Well, actually, the Delta rockets date back to the 1960s. But the most modern version of the Delta rocket is the Delta IV rocket, which is like it's a heavy launch vehicle that sends all sorts of probes out to far-flung areas. Probably its most notable, most recent mission was sending the Parker Solar Probe satellite to the sun. I'd be an asteroid if I had the intelligence to do so. Dude, so would I. In a nutshell, absolutely, but I don't, so. I do like space stuff, though, so I do apologize that you're coming in. You've came in for the Minecraft, and I'm now talking about space, but yeah, we're nerds here. Especially when T-Man comes in, because like I said, T-Man, he works at SpaceX. So You know, I always like to quiz him on stuff, so that's kind of what's happening, and I do apologize that I realize not everyone knows what the fuck's going on. It's me rabbiting on, basically. Okay, so we need to make these beehives look good. So I want some scaffolding here, and I want some bamboo wood, but I don't have any bamboo wood. That's what I'm after. I'm after the bamboo. Do I have any bamboo in, like, some of these random shulker boxes? I do. Maybe I should plant a stack of bamboo just so that we don't run out. Let's go and do that, then we can get the bamboo logs. But they are quite expensive, the bamboo logs, right? Ah, yeah, but bamboo's cheap to plant, so... Let's go and plant a bunch of bamboo. SpaceX needs a mobile service tower, mobile service 39A. There's one down the street. I didn't know that. That's cool. So, yeah, T-Man, I'm not entirely convinced by the theory that SpaceX will purchase, or at least rent out, 37B. But, I mean... You're definitely more in the know than me, so... Why am I using an axe to chop down bamboo? My uncle knows a guy who's from SpaceX, and he keep calling him hopeless romantic because even space rejected him. That's funny. I like that. Theory's a little big, but I think it could happen. It's a nice theory. I do like the theory. I don't necessarily subscribe to it, though. It's just... It's a bit... I don't know. It's a bit... It's out there. That's huge, because that would mean that SpaceX would have 3 launch sites at the Cape, and I don't know if they need it. Because, the reason why I'm not seeing it is because the end goal for SpaceX is to retire Falcon 9, or at least this is how I understand it, retire Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy, and just have Starship as their operational model, right? So why would you need 3 pads for that? But then I suppose leases don't last forever, so no matter how big my uncle's friend is, he isn't getting a soulmate. That's sad. Okay, so we got some bamboo planks. I want to turn those into the trapdoors because I think these would look pretty good on top of the beehives that won't stack in my inventory. So let's see what this looks like. So in my Minecraft save, what I'm doing right now, I'm designing a beekeeper's garden here. Or at least, I'm pretending to design a beekeeper's garden. I want a lot of beehives, maybe not that close to the house. I want like a huge segment of... And these beehives will have bees in them as well, like... They bought the West Coast Delta pad, why not the East Coast? Did they buy the West Coast Delta pad? Oh, is that, Slick 6? Yeah, of course they did. I'm an idiot. I knew that. Okay, I'm thinking that for the amount of beehives maybe on this side, and then maybe like some just round this corner as well. I've got no scaffolding left. So the reason why I'm using the scaffolding, because I think that would be a good kind of like stand for the beehives. So the reason why I want... Are they? Oh, they do. So I've got the orientation is important with these. Because they have like kind of that slit where the bees come from. Why do they not stack? This is so annoying. And I definitely want them like dripping with honey as well. I owned Slick 6 and converted it for Falcon. Yep. I knew that. I just forgot. It's one of my moments where I say, is that actually correct? But actually I'm incorrect. It's one of those moments. It happens a lot. This beehive. I've got more beehives. I don't get why the beehives don't stack. I think it's to do with when you craft up a beehive, it's like a brand new item, and the beehives can have like different states depending on whether or not they've got bees in them, or like what state of the honey they're on. But they should stack if they're all empty. Okay, so what does this look like? I'll get rid of that. I kind of want to keep this going in this direction, I'm gonna be honest. Why can't I can't even select the frickin' beehives with my select button? They're so annoying. Now, SpaceX did buy 37B for Falcon 9. Heavy Ops. By there is someone correct. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, I definitely see it. I mean, I can see it happening. It's just I don't think it will. I don't know. It's a... For me, it's just a bit too much of a stretch. But, I mean, you're kind of like... the Elon Whisperer, right? Well, actually, no, that's every day. But you seem to know a lot more about what's happening in the operational stuff than I do. So I want these on top just to finish the decoration. These bamboo trapdoors. And it just like ties in the oaky beehives with the bamboo at the bottom, right? The scaffolding at the bottom. Just gives it a little bit more of a texture. Being an astronaut is terrifying. Absolutely it is, yeah. Space is big. Okay, so what does this look like? Let's get up onto the tree. We'll have a look from below. From above. I meant above. I wanted to look down on it below. Are we still too close to the house here? Because we could turn this into a big path that goes all the way around. Like, I feel like the person that lives here would have a circular path that goes all the way around. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this row here. And open this up. So then that makes this path bit a little bit wider. And because I don't want it looking too square, I'm going to get rid of that corner piece. Looks like someone's flipping off... flipping off the horse. So I definitely want another one placed there and another one there, kind of thing. Oh, I hate that they don't stack, dude. It's legit aggravating. It's all fun and games till the horse learns to do it back. I like that. That's good. It's all fun and games until the horse learns to do it back. It would make the film Warhorse have a whole entire different meaning. If the horses decided to do it back. Holy shit. Now, one of my questions is, can the bees get out with trapdoors, right? So if you have trapdoors all the way around the beehives, will the bees be able to get out, or are they restricted? And if you open the trapdoors, will they then also be able to get out, or are they still restricted? The way I think it works is you've got to have at least one face open. So you can kind of like cover up that bit there, and the bees can still get in and out of the hive, right? So they can still get in there. But my question is, can a bee get in and out of this segment there if the trapdoor's open or down? Not sure if they can enter back in. Just tried crafting 2 beehives and they stack. Turing. So place one of those beehives down on the ground. Then break it. So they will not stack. Try that. But then I'll get back in. Okay, I posted something in the Discord in the Space Force released about 4 months ago on the current new plans for the Space Force side of Cape Canaveral. Let's have a look. Oh, what the fuck? Spaceports and the future. Okay, I need to read that later. I can't read that now. That's way too much information. But thank you. They do stack? What? So I've got, okay, so I've got 10 beehives in my inventory. What if I, so these are now stacking, but I can't select that beehive. So the beehives are now stacking. So let's go and craft up some beehives. I've got 10 beehives in my inventory. Let's craft up, say, like 15 more. They don't stack, look. They don't stack. I don't get it. So the 10 beehives, they're the ones that have been placed. If you have a look on the tags, it says MBT2 tags, but the beehives I've just crafted up don't have any tags, so they don't stack, because they're technically different items. But even though they're Minecraft.beehive, this one has an MBT with 2 tags on, and I don't understand what the tags are. If I go through and I like kind of pick up all of these beehives, which I am going to do now because I want to see if I can prove a point, I'm so confused. Turing, science this. Yeah, so I've got 2 different stacks. It's not as extreme as what it was before. It's kind of weird because basically we had beehives that were out on the ground here. I broke those down. I found some beehives up in this chest up here. Look, it's like the bee nests. They don't seem to stack either, although I don't think bee nests do stack. So, and then we had like 3 separate stacks of beehives, but because I've placed them all down and broke them up, they've created their own stack. I've always wanted to know what British people sound like without exaggerating their accent. Huh? What does that mean? Yeah, probably sets like number of bees to 0 or something. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of. Or like honey level will be set to 0, whereas before there's no honey level at all. That might be what that tag is, because there's 2 tags on there, right? So tag 1 will be the amount of bees that are in the beehive, and tag 2 will be the honey level of the beehive, I reckon. What are you talking about? British people exaggerating their accent. British. Now, when we say British, I presume you're including like Scotland and Wales for the British Isles, right? There's a lot of accents on our very, very, very small island. There's a lot of accents. So what do you mean by a British accent? Because the people take the British accent thing, and I don't believe all you guys don't pronounce the T. There's a lot of accents. Even in England. Like, there's loads. There's loads, dude. There's a lot of accents, there's a lot of dialects. It's a very old country. So they're all very distinct. I mean, you listen to like mine. So my accent is a cross between what is called received pronunciation and kind of more of a northern blend of that received pronunciation. So I'm actually from the Midlands area of England, and we have a very distinct dialect, which I have kind of lost, and I can't quite do it justice anymore. Yeah, stop exaggerating with your British accent. But if you listen to, like, for instance, Game of Thrones, that's a very good example. The Yorkshire accent that they've kind of got going there is from Sean Bean, who is from the northern parts of England. So he would talk a little bit like this, and he would make a little bit of a meal about his stuff and go on and on and on. And his accent would very much be changing to everything else. As an Asian, I wouldn't know. Okay, that's fair enough. The British... The most common British accent, the one that I'm kind of speaking now, is kind of like a... Well, actually, I don't know. The received pronunciation, RP, isn't quite as used as much now. But there's like very distinct accents as well. So there's like the Cockney accent, which is very distinct to the East End of London, which I can't do justice very well, but you know, it's like, what you doing, governor? Oh, hey, what you up to? I don't know, I can't do it very well. I can't do it very well. So, yeah. When I'm talking on stream, I tend to just be using my natural voice. You sound too realistic and smart to be a Minecraft streamer. I'm not a Minecraft streamer, I work in healthcare. This is just a hobby. I don't just stream Minecraft, I'm supposed to be a variety streamer, but very, very recently I've been doing a lot of Minecraft because I enjoy it, because it's creative and it gets my brain going and I can kind of like escape from work and things like that. But this is only a hobby for me, like there is healthcare. Yes, I work in healthcare. Specifically, I am a phlebotomist. No, so I work on collection of blood collection. That's kind of my area. So a lot of what I do is phlebotomy. I do a lot of like blood collection. I put needles in people and take their life source to make other people not unwell. I don't do the other side of it. And then they become resurrected. No, that's only in Dungeons and Dragons. And actually, I'm in the habit of killing party members at the moment, because in our Dungeons and Dragons campaign on Saturday, we killed a party member. Or so everyone thinks. You know. Did I just give a spoiler away? I don't know, you'll have to find out. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Dungeons and Dragons on this channel, live. Why would you save them? You can necromancy all over them. Well, first off, I'm the dungeon master, right? So they're kind of fighting me. Secondly, I don't think necromancy can save what happened to the character. We are past the point of no return. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find out. You'll find out what I mean. Like, join in to the Tales of Mercia, the Fallen Kingdom. I think we're on session 18. But Plum failed 3 death saving throws in a row, and yeah, that's that. Starship on an SLS mobile launcher would be interesting. Not sure if the crawler could pick the thing up. Starship on an SLS mobile launcher? Surely it's too heavy, right? It's got 36 Raptor engines on. Surely that's not. The Game Master would be fun. All their lives in my hands, I hold the power. I do not hold the power over my players. No, so that's not how, for me, that's not how I view dungeon mastering, right? The way I see it is I hold the power to the universe and the players navigate that universe. I don't have any power over the players themselves. They can do what they want, but I am in charge of creating the universe, which is way more powerful. It's like, I mean, I could make it, and in cases I have made it, I could make it so that, you know, give them no-win scenarios. I could Captain Cook that shit, you know? Could give them all sorts of Kobayashi Marus. Apart from Captain Cook wouldn't be able to pass my Kobayashi Maru, I'm telling you that for nothing. Not even Captain Kirk would. The main thing is to give them a sick death. To be fair, they've done well. So, in all honesty, I'm not trying to kill them. I'm trying to help them help me create a good story, a good narrative, and most importantly, I'm there to help facilitate fun. I don't necessarily want to kill them and want them out of my way, you know? I want them to have a good time, and certainly last Saturday was a very good time. I think we all of us very much enjoyed what went on. I think my favorite part was the 3rd failed death saving throw, and everyone just went, "Oh no," because they knew what it meant. And it's like, that's D&D. That right there, that's why I play that game. So fun. Like, I kind of wish that there was a clip. I've not uploaded the VOD onto YouTube yet. I kind of wish that I could just play a clip of that last failed death saving throw. That was powerful. There was just silence. Like, for the first time, my campaign party members were in utter silence. Like, it was stone dead silence. Everyone was like shocked that it had happened. To like a side quest as well, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad that Plum's gone. Like, Plum was a very good character, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sure the party at some point will try and bring Plum back to life. I think they're very close to Plum. But whether or not it works, we will find out in the next episode. Oh no. They said calmly, it wasn't calm. I really wish we had a clip of it, but it's on the last stream, so if you want to see it, it was towards the end of the stream. And there was like a collective, like, I don't know, I can't explain it, I can't give it justice. It was good. Because it wasn't acting at that point, right? Like, for the majority of the streams and things like that, like, we are acting, we're putting on a show. That wasn't acting, like, people were genuinely sad. So was I. I was quite sad too. I was like, oh shit, I actually killed a character. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Not here, anyway. T-Man is sharing so much knowledge and you can't keep up. Well, I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pull back. I've been thinking this for a while. I'm going to pull back this little cavern here, and I think at the back, actually no, I'm not. I'm gonna turn this area into a little pond. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we've kind of got the bee hives in place where I want them to be. I think this is a good spot for the beehives. It's not too... Is it too much? Yeah, I do want... I kind of want them going up to this ridge here. Maybe we have the pond here flowing down into this segment. I think that could look quite fun. But remember, we've got a... at some point, I want a secret hidden path here to go into my storage room. Let's get one of my... What was that noise? Was that me? Was that on my end or was that on your end? Did you hear that kind of like things breaking noise? Sounded like my soundboard was breaking. Everyone is great. See, that is the correct answer. So I'm going to bring this back a little bit. Probably to there. I do need to get rid of this stone here, so we're going to go and pick all of this stone up, and then we're going to place the dirt. I've already terraformed this area. I don't know if you can see. We get loads of poop. I did see the portal, nether portal there. Okay, good to know. We'll do that. Oh, that's the zombie I keep hearing. It's the zombie that I've been using to zombify the villagers. Got you. That makes sense. Also, you said earlier that I was too smart to be a Minecraft streamer, but I'm playing Minecraft, so I'm obviously not smart enough. No, in all seriousness, I'm a dum-dum. It's fine. It's fine, though. I'll get over it. You shouldn't say that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Imagine what the parents will think. I worked in education for years. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't give a shit what the parents think. Okay? Do what I damn well please. I've had enough of being like a teacher. I've had enough of that. I've had enough with dealing with shitty parents. I've had enough of that. No more. I would like... Meanwhile, having all the smarts with space. Last words before surgery. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, so that's moved the terrain back a little bit there, and I think I can work with that a little bit better. It still looks okay. I could probably push this back a fraction. Fantastic. Okay, so that now leads me to be able to put in some more of these beehives. I don't know if I've got too many. I don't care if I do. And like I said, I want all of these beehives to be like filled. Okay. Is this gonna be too many? Is that gonna be too many beehives? And then here's what I'm thinking. We just have all the flowers around here. Alright, so this is where all the flowers will be. We'll have a bunch of like really exotic flowers around here. We'll have flowers up here. I'm gonna have like a natural beehive in that tree there because the bees have spread and escaped. Then we need to like get the flowers. Now, question, do the bees I know that they populate their pollen with the azalea leaves, with the flowered azalea leaves, but do they with these cherry blossom flowers? Could never have too many bees. I probably could. I'll probably crash this area. Hey, Charming, how's it going, my dude? What have you been up to? So I think that's the plan for this area. We're just gonna like do. I'll probably have like a segment here, even though we've got a wall that goes through it. We'll probably have like a rosebush segment, and I'll have like different big leaf, big flowered areas. So we'll have like a red segment with red flowers. We'll have a blue segment with blue flowers. We'll have like a yellow segment with yellow flowers over there, kind of thing. We'll do those three main colors, and then in this spot. Actually, this spot was going to be a pond, or do I want to put the pond a little bit lower down into like here kind of thing? Maybe we can have the flowers here, so maybe this can be the blue segment, and then we can still do that pond idea. So we've got like red flowers, yellow flowers, pink flowers over here, and blue flowers here. There's not very many blue flowers, and there's no big blue flowers, so we might do... Well, we've got the pink, right? So maybe we could do the purple ones, those flowers. Okay, beehives, MBT stores, bee entities, plus how long they've stayed in the hive in ticks, and flower possibility X, Y, and Z chords. Honey level is stored block side. Interesting. Okay, so that's block side, the honey level. So if you break down a honey block, you lose it. Time to get to work on some things, and I can't say I've been lurking mode for a bit. So you'll be in murky mode for a bit. Okay, no worries, man. Thanks, T-Man. Thanks for the update. Hopefully tomorrow is a good day for you. Like I said, I'm at work tomorrow, so I probably will miss the stream, but have fun, my dude, and good luck with the rocket launch tomorrow. The stings are but a small sacrifice for golden succulents. Well, okay, so here's the thing, Loaf. This isn't actually my bee farm. This is never going to be my bee farm. We are not going to come through here and harvest the honey from here. That's just not how it works. I'm going to have an automatic bee farm underneath the house. So, a little bit of a backstory about this world. I think because you're new to the stream, and you're new to the stream today, I'm going to give you a little bit of like a kind of a crash course to what this world is about and what my vision for this world is. So originally, I spawned in... So all of this is on YouTube if you want the extended version, but I'll give you a crash course because I do like going through this. So I spawned in here. This is my original spawn point, right? This right here. And this was all just like forest, right? My idea was that this mountain was going to house a race of dwarves or some mythical creatures that had an abundance of material. The village on the above ground is a village that is kind of like the facade, as it were. So there are people living in the village above ground, but their power comes from below. So that is the starter house. That is the hermit's house. That's the guy that kind of founded the village. And gradually, people started moving into the village. So you've got a shepherd's hut over here. So there'll be a shepherd that lives in there and tends to his flock. There is a beekeeper's cottage and who looks after the bees, and, you know, and they get the produce. And there's the hermit. He has a bunch of very small little farms over here in his garden. So he's got just like a garden of vegetables and all sorts of things, right? Now, that's, like I said, that's all a facade. The real, inside all of these buildings, the real places are actually hidden in secret contraptions below, kind of thing. So down here, this is my redstone little contraption I've got going on there. Down here is actually where the bee farm will be. This is where we get the... I'll be in mission control down in Starbase, so that'll be so cool. Well, wave to the camera for me at some point, and I'm sure I'll find you. So this area down here, this is all going to be the bee farm down here. But obviously I will make it look good. These caves all, at the moment, they don't connect up together, but they should all connect up together, right? So underneath the hermit's house, we have kind of like a world. You might have seen bits of it, but underneath here we've got like a little area. Again, another little secret passageway that leads down into the basement. Ignore the villagers, these are not going to stay here. And in the basement down here is where you have like a lot of the different farms and stuff. Now the bees, they should connect up via this path here. However, at the moment it is blocked off because I've put a creeper farm in there, so we need to go around the creeper farm to get back to where we were. I'm actually going to go down this route and then connect up with the bee farm in that direction so that I'm way out of the way. Because fairly recently we put a creeper farm so I could make rockets. And this is the creeper farm here. It's ugly as anything. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's a bit more of the story-based stuff. There's a lot going on. It's not just nice buildings. We do have story lore. So I thought I'd give you that information just because you popped in for the first time. In this cave, because this is kind of like our operational cave, this is where we're going to have like villagers that will be zombified, and they will go off to a chamber down here, and this is where we'll get all the villager trades and stuff. And I'm going to turn this into hopefully some kind of dwarven build maybe at some point. So, but progress is always slow because I get distracted very easily, and we talk about things like rocket stuff. But yeah, the overworld is really coming along now. It's looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of all of the bamboo because I don't think we need any more than that now. So yeah, like I said, all of this is available in a playlist on the YouTube channel if you wanted to go back and see the progress. I would highly recommend not watching the entire thing, as like most of the videos are like 3 or 4 hours long. So top and tail it if you wanted to, but there's no pressure. You don't have to do that. Like, personally, I wouldn't recommend going through and watching them all. I think that's just excessive. But I mean, if you wanted to, you can. Like, I can't tell you what to do. It's entirely up to you. Just so you get a little bit of a understanding. Yeah, get rid of the bamboo. I don't want pandas stumbling in. I haven't seen any pandas in this. Oh no, we have seen the pandas in this world and we killed them all. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You were there for that as well, Jen. You know I've killed all the pandas. Right? You were there for that. Are the vids on YouTube edited or straight up whole streams uploaded? Lightly edited, so like when I go off to get like a cup of coffee or go off to the toilet or something, they're cut out, but everything else is just re-uploads of the stream. It's basically a way of me preserving the VODs. That's it. That's the only reason I do it. It's so that I can preserve the VODs. It's weird though, because the Minecraft videos do get a few people watching it. Like, people actually want to watch that. It must get recommended in people's like video stream or something on YouTube. I guess it's simple Minecraft, and Minecraft at the moment is very much in. But yeah, I mean it's okay. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't recommend going through and watching all of them. Like, that would be silly. But yeah, they are there, and there is a playlist available. There's always been a playlist as well. In fact, one of the most recent videos I made on the channel... No, it wasn't. It was the first ever video. The first ever video. It was very recently that this comment popped up, but a comment popped up that was like, hey, why don't you make this into a playlist? I'm like, I already have. It's right there. But like, they seemed genuine that they wanted to watch the whole series. I'm like, okay, you can try if you want to. It's a long series though. just so you're aware, it's gonna take a while. Been doing this for over a year now. It might even be 2 years. Yeah, it might even be coming up to 2 years. I think I started this New Year's 2002. So I think that was when we started this save, was New Year's, the New Year's Eve stream in 2002. That was the first time I played the save. Because in the VOD I have a winter jumper on. It was probably Animal's alt account. I don't even think Animal's that crazy. So, yeah. It would be pretty funny if it was Animal's alt account. Yeah, I don't even think Animal is that crazy. Like, I mean, he's pretty weird, but I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think he'd quite do that. Oh boy, there's so many that I need to get more bamboo. I don't have enough bamboo. Oh god. I'm gonna leave the stack of bamboo there. You only get 24 bamboo trapdoors from that. But hopefully that will be enough. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Cool. That was more than enough. Okay, so I think that is going to be all of the bees. Now, I've got a genuine question, chat. Is this too many? Do we want to make it so there's a gap of 3 blocks as opposed to the 1 to give them a bit of space? Or is this good? I think we should give them a bit of space, actually. Now I'm looking at it from above, I think we should give them more space, right? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, which means that I've created way more resources than I needed, but that's okay. I think space is good here. This might be it. This might be what I need to, like, take out one of the... Can you piss off? Thank you. Something like this instead, maybe. How does that look? Does that look better? It looks a lot more spaced out, right? I think spacing that out a little bit more is just better. Do I want that, do I want a pathway that kind of goes through that? I think I need the path. But now that I've done that, I want to be careful to make sure that there's a path that comes out that lines up with the back door there. Yeah, I think spacing that out has made that a lot more accessible. Something that I now want to change, I want to change the orientation of these so they're facing the house. I definitely want this central path going down here. So the problem with the path, though, is that it doesn't quite align up with the house and the door, but it does line up with the entrance to the secret cave, so... Maybe we get rid of those two there. And then have, yes, that's what we'll do. Okay. Okay. It's coming, I'm getting it. I'm understanding how this is gonna work. Gotta leave that one open. Not there. Okay, this is feeling better now. That's a cat that I haven't seen before. Quick. We need to be quick. We need to be quick. Did it go? Did it despawn? It didn't despawn. Fantastic. It's trapped. Perfect. Hi. There we go. It's a brand new cat. Okay, it can stay there for the time being. Perfect. That's a brand new cat. A new cat breed. Okay, that's looking a lot better. I think I need like an extra one here. Because then we've kind of got a walkway that kind of goes round like this, and this. Actually, we're going to plug that gap. Because we're going to have a walkway that comes around here anyway, right? We need a walkway that comes through here. It needs to be aligned with this door, which it is. I think that is important, going through here. That might be a little bit too close, actually. So it comes through here, goes through this way, then through this way, and then it comes to the pond area around there. Okay, perfect. I think that's all the places that we're gonna have bees. Does this look better as an array than what it did before? It's definitely not as kind of chaotic now. Is that the Amelia Pond area? Absolutely, it's the Amelia Pond area. That's. So I could even do this, right? And then start a new little area over here for it. Have a few extra just so it's not like a flat continuous thing, and we'll probably do a few extra around this segment too. Got to be careful though, I don't want it to be too close because you don't want to get too close to the bees, right? The bees! The bees! Not the bees. I have no rockets left? Oh, I've got loads. I was gonna say, I just made a freaking creeper farm. I better have loads of rockets left. What are we thinking with that? I like it. I like the layout of that. I think it doesn't intrude too much, and we can bring in some area of flowers over here as well. We can make that a little bit more stylized and interesting. So I think the next way around it, so that we can plan my different flower segments, is break it up into pieces, right? So do we have any signposts? Damn it, I go through signposts so much. I need to not do that. I'm going to put the beehives away in here. Cherry wood, that can go into sticks. Oak wood, I'm going to save. If I could. Take that sign. Actually, I guess I'd turn these into signposts, right? The oak. Got loads of diorite as well. Alternative stone? Diorite? No, I've got no room for my diorite. I've got so much of it at the moment. I've got honeycomb randomly? Where did I even get that from? Oh, I think I do now, actually. Got bamboo trapdoors. We'll take the oak wood out, and then we'll put the oak logs and the oak wood in there. Okay, so we need different segments now. So what colored flowers? I mean, we know that we were gonna do like red flowers here. We were going to do pinky flowers over here. We were going to also have, probably in this segment, yellow flowers. I might change where the yellow flowers are, though. Yeah, I'm going to change that. We're going to go and put yellow flowers over here. And then we can have blue flowers like here, or purple flowers, I guess. We don't have enough blue flowers to make it interesting. But the purple flowers can include like those. And then around this bit, there's definitely going to be a footpath. So I'm going to put in the footpaths next. I think that's going to be quite fun. And then we can like kind of fill out the rest. And then that's where it will lead to the pond here, right? And the pond's gonna have like a bunch of lily pads that you can jump over to get to here. And this segment here is going to be where we can somehow trigger a way to get in and out of there. We built a tunnel bore first time, even with 8 duper designs, and you get diamonds pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't like diamond dupe. I don't like TNT duping machines, so it's interesting that you can do the tunnel bores though. I do like the fact that that's a thing. I still need to figure out what's going in there. I might just make it like an overgrown kind of like leaf area, I guess, but okay, so pink flower bed. Okay, so now we need to kind of like, maybe this is the sunflower bed. The problem with the sunflower bed though is that the sunflowers face the wrong way for them to go there, so we're not going to do that. I think actually maybe the yellow flowers need to be here then. So yellow flowers there. Wait, that's where I had the yellow flowers, Dumbo. Yellow flower. Maybe this whole area is yellow flowers and then we have purple flowers out front. Chainmail on an armor stand, cheering. What do you mean, chainmail on an armor stand? It's already done it, dude. It looks good though. I mean, it looks like armor stuff. Yeah, that's kind of interior stuff. That was part of my interior decorating when I was doing this down here. I'm not sure if this bit was done on stream. I can't remember. It might have been done on stream. This definitely was done on stream, this bit, and so was this. So that was done on stream. I'm not sure whether the hallway here was though. I feel like I did this off stream. I know for a fact I did this monstrosity off stream. Hey Discounter, how are you, sir? I saw the emotional... Oh, we've got another beehive there. I saw the emotional thing you put in the Discord. I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm not crying, I've just been cutting onions, okay? I can now free up a shulker box. Just noticed. Yeah. I just freed up a shulker box. Lovely. I love it when I can do that. I need to stop procrastinating, right? Okay, so we need to go and get some bone meal so we can get these large flowers. Thought the group might like it. Yeah, dude, like, that's perfect. That was really good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if anyone else did. I personally loved it. And chat will never know. Unless you say it on stream next week. Do I have a spare shulker box up here as well? Or did that go? That must have gone. Oh, we had more spruce signs. I knew I had spruce signs somewhere. This is what happens when you don't look for things properly. I should drink that before it goes stale. Does orange juice go stale? Does apple juice go stale? I guess it would. It has done wonders at shifting my headache though, so that's good. Because I had a really bad headache when I started streaming, but it's definitely shifted now. So it's definitely done wonders. Okay, so we need bone meal to get the flowers that I want, and then we can start placing the flowers down. I think actually I want to decorate the footpath first, because I know I don't want it just to be the footpath. I was just using that as a marker block. So footpaths that we've got around this area, let's have a look. So I've kind of got like a dirt trodden path in this way. We're not going to use that. And we've got a dirt trail that kind of goes up around this way, and a little path that goes up here too. We're not going to use the dirt stuff. So the dirt is a no, because this is a little bit more sophisticated. Another path that we do have here is the stone path, which is a maybe. I don't mind that. But up here, we've got a little path that kind of does a bit of both. And I'm thinking this is what I want. I think I want gravel. Gravel and dirt. I do like just in general, I like this area. Oh, berry bushes. We can put in some berry bushes as well. That's a good idea. Got some potatoes there. So yeah, I just like this area. This is such a nice little bit of terraforming that I've done here, and it was so easy. I think I'm definitely getting better. Like, there are areas of my builds that are definitely improving, so I just need to keep up the good way. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a gravel path with coarse dirt either side or something like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get some gravel. Now, do I want it just to be gravel, or do I want to use other blocks as well and change up the textures? Well, let's replace everything with gravel first. And then I can decide whether I'm going to do other textures. And I've got an idea on what I want to blend the gravel with. But I don't know whether it's going to work. Nope. The problem with this is that I don't really have a good way of connecting it up to this path here, so gonna have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery, I think, but yeah, we'll see. Runs off to cook, we'll poke your head around occasionally. Okay, thanks, my dude. Appreciate it. Okay. Is that gonna be a problem? That is gonna be a problem, isn't it? I can't put gravel around here. I forgot that that was there. Why is that not going where I want it to go? Yeah, stop that. I don't think there's any more places like that, though. Okay, let's just... I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the gravel down and we'll kind of see how it feels. And then we can texturize it in a sec. And I kind of want it to be a little bit more of a darker path. But it doesn't need to be like a big path, right? Like this ring can it only needs to be 1 block wide. Although in this sort of area here, there's no room for like plant life or anything, so probably maybe we do want it to be a little bit bigger. No, that's not the right way. That's the right way, I think. That will do. Don't know why the rooted dirt's there. Okay, so that now lines the path up a little bit better. It's creating a circular path around the house, which means that the stuff closest to the house is going to be easier to kind of like decorate. Like on this side of the path, it's just going to be easier to decorate, right? And I think we like this sort of area here. Don't need to decorate it. There's already a shrubbery, so yes. Do you know what I want here? I want to put some trapdoors down. Why have I not done dark oak trapdoors there? I think originally I did actually have a dark oak trapdoor there. I just haven't put it in. And let me guess, I've got no dark oak trapdoors because I use them all. Well, a slab might work actually. I think I like the idea of a slab more. It'll be a bit thicker. Yeah, I like that better. Do I like that better? Need to go and find a dark oak trapdoor. I don't have much dark oak, Jesus. I actually don't have any dark oak slabs. I don't think it was that. I think I did do it that way, right? Yeah, I think I did it that way, if I remember correctly. So I think, yeah, I think the next step is to do this in a bit here. And I think, well, actually, no, I think I want to make sure that I've got the blocks that I want to go in that will help blend that gravel path up a little bit more. So we're gonna need cobble, I think, and so actually not cobble. We're gonna use turf and acacia logs. I think that's right. I think that's the right call. Now it might be quite tricky to get this. Oh, maybe the gravel needs to get dropped. Yeah, the gravel needs to go. Gravel was not the right call. It's tough that I need. Oh, is it? I don't know, I can't. Let's do this segment here, alright? That's it. That's the texturing I want, and then we also need the dirt that goes around it, right? Okay, so we need more tuff. Let me guess. No tuff left in here. I do have some tuff. Okay, cool. So we've got plenty of tuff. Maybe it's basalt as well. But I don't actively have any basalt. Oh no, I do have basalt. No, it's not basalt. Basalt's too dark. Right, let's get the cobble, and then that should be our 4 blocks. The weird thing is with gravel, it has like a purple tint to it, so it's difficult to blend in with the other greys. It's even though it's like a grey block, it actually does have a bit of a lighter coloured texture to it. It's like a cool texture. Yeah, that looks good though. I do like that. I think, okay, so the rule is that the tuff has to be next to the gravel, and the achacha needs to be next to the tuff. You can't have the achacha next to the gravel. And then where does the cobblestone come in? Because there is going to be cobblestone as well. Cobblestone has to be next to the tuff as well. So the tuff is the breaking up block. So when basically tuff has to be next to every different block. Actually, I don't like the cobblestone at all, so we're gonna not use the cobblestone. It's too light. It's the wrong shade, I think. I have to really, like, try this now. I think I get the process. I think I'm just gonna have to punch the gravel, and we'll just deal with the consequences of accidentally turning it into flint. I don't think it matters too much. There's the flint. There's the other flint. There we go. I'm gonna leave the gravel there. And I'm really hoping that this is like a good. This is working. Now that I've kind of got like a little bit of a pattern going, it should be alright. I'm not so sure I like the achacha there, but hey. Does that work? Let's have a look. That works. Perfect. So we've got the path that goes all the way around it. It's only one block wide, but it definitely works. Let's just bring it up here as well. I might have to be careful with that because I need a slab of some kind there. Perfect. Now, slab-wise, let's figure out that. I'm thinking it's just going to be cobblestone, which isn't overly the best to do with slabs, but I can't think that it could be anything else. Here, we'll turn those into slabs. Like, I think it's just got to be the cobblestone. It could be stone bricks, but yeah, that kind of works. It kind of works as long as it's on the tough blocks there. Then it's okay. I am gonna do this though, just to kind of like blend that in a bit more. Like that. Don't like that there, so we're actually going to do this. No, I'm gonna do this. There we go. No. That's what I'm gonna do. Perfect. And then either side of all of this, I definitely want the coarse dirt kind of stuff. Oh, we've got loads of cobblestone here. I forgot that these chests were a thing. Got coarse dirt, rooted dirt, and we'll kind of like go around and just like do a combination of those. Where's the rooted dirt? There. And I'm just gonna go around, I'm just gonna like take out as much of this like grass and replace it with the coarse dirt in places. I think that's all I need. Underneath there, I definitely want something different. Maybe mushroom blocks. The rooted dirt is going to be every so often. It's not going to be like major. I do like that rooted dirt though. And we also want some ferns, so let's go and get those. Now they're quite tricky to get hold of. Do you bone meal ferns? Don't want the drip leaf, I want the ferns. I think you can bone meal ferns, right? Oh, yes. You need to silk touch as well. Okay, let's go around the whole of this path and just kind of like do the interior of the house, like the inside line. Not sure about, I'm gonna leave this bit here. It proceeds to immediately do that bit. Something I do want to just change real quick. I want to change this so it goes like that, and that so it's like that. My music has stopped, and it was very dramatic stopping. I haven't been going for 3 hours, have I? It's just, it wanted to pause, apparently, okay. No, that's not rooted dirt. I want this. Rooted dirt. Put it in. Okay. Coming along. I mean, I would like a little flower bed down underneath here, so maybe we just have, like, a poppy and things, and we can make that a little bit more interesting, I believe. Oh, we can't hoe that underneath. Oh, I can do it with the big plants though, right? These are... Oh, maybe not. Maybe you can't. I know originally I tilled the ground and it must have just, yeah, reset itself. Like that, but I imagine there's... You need to waterlog that for that to stay like that. Reminds me of DJ Crush. Who is this? Who is this? This is the Minecraft Lo-Fi Tranquil Beats for tower runs. It's designed for Minecraft dungeons. Who made this? Whoopsie. Who made this music? I'm not sure. I think it was... No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who made it. Sorry, I can't tell you. But here, this is the playlist. It was like it's been uploaded to the Minecraft YouTube channel, and they released it a while ago. They released like 3 or 4 of them. I'm just gonna go around and like break the pieces up like where I want bits to be actually, and then we'll place in the new dirt, I guess. Yeah, it does turn back. I thought, yeah. Makes sense, I guess. Ah! I don't want my ender chest down there. Okay, it's coming along. The path is coming along, definitely. There's definitely something I need to do with this bit. I don't have the brain power to do that today. But there's a definite border that's around this path now, which is great. Oh, hi there. When I get asked, when we ask ourselves, like, what did we do today? Like, what have we actually done? Like, I don't feel like I've achieved much, but the problem is with this sort of build, it's always very slow. Like, progress is slow. because like you're doing very small details and you've really got to think about what you're doing whilst you're doing it. I'm not overly that keen on this wall, so that might change. I mean, it's taken me 3 hours to... Ow. It's taken me 3 hours to effectively put down a bunch of beehives that are empty and lay down a path. But it's starting to... I'm starting to come together with this stuff. However, I am thinking that today I have run my course, so... It's also experimental and it takes time to like test different things out. Correct, yeah, it does. Like this segment is always slower because you're being a lot more experimental with the build. I think I've managed to finish, or at least almost finished. I mean, there's a little bit of work needed around here, but I think I've pretty much finished everything, the whole area going around the house on the inside of the path, right? I think that's done. It's not done because we've got a torch there and we need to get rid of all torches. But for the most part, I'm fairly happy with it, right? And I've definitely got the placement right for the beehives. Now what I'm thinking is we're going to have these dirt paths, one wide dirt paths that kind of go through the entire segments here. So that the beekeeper can kind of access each row. All right. That lines up really well as well. We're gonna have that, like, on every single one of these rows, I think. So there's, like, little things like that that I can kind of, like, that I've been playing around with in my head, but getting it perfect is difficult. And there's no such thing as perfection as well. Like, you can't... I'm never going to be 100% happy with it. There's always going to be things that I can tweak, but it's about knowing when to say, yep, that's your lot. I guess I don't need to go out as far with that one. Unless I put a beehive there, which I don't want. There you go. So that gives a little bit more of a experimental look to the beehives. Do you know what would have been really cool? Is if we offset the beehives a little bit more. That would look really great, but I can't be bothered to do that now. I might do that later though. At some point, like we might like offset the beehive rows. Where's my rooted dirt? Okay. So how does that look? Yeah, what would have been cool, and I still might do this a little bit, maybe, we'll see. What would have been cool is if I had, so on that line there is the beehives, right? The beehives are where they are on that side, but then on the other side, they're actually on where the path is. So then, like, in between this split path here, this bit is where the hives actually are. So that they're not all in like a linear fashion, but I don't know. I mean, I think it would look nicer, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can always change it, right? Like, it's not the end of the world. Of course, we don't have a path that goes around that bit. Oh, I see what I've done. I've put these a little bit too far forward. So, yeah, it would kind of be like this sort of a situation where this is over here and that's there. There we go. That solves that problem. There we go. So that solves that issue there. And then here, we will bring it from here. Trying to get this to look good is difficult. And then I think in this grassy area underneath there, we're definitely going to have like some form of moss as well, right? Just moss and like the green. Like this kind of thing, like the mossy, greeny textures up here. And I do like having those azalea bushes down on the ground as well, because that gives even more flowers. Okay, I think this is where I'm going to have to finish for the day before we get too far and say goodbye though. Let's just have a look and see. Look at the map. So this is what it used to be like. Very bland, very boring. Let's take it off. Aha, look at that now. That's looking a lot better. I like that. Yeah. So, like I said, the mistake that I made here is that I could have the beehives here, and then on this row, it would be like staggered, right? So you'd have beehives path And then on aligned with this path is actually the beehives, and the path would be where the beehives are. So I could do that. I could still swap that around. It's not too late. I'd have to take out all of those beehives though, if I am to do that, and then change the path. So we can still do that. I just don't want to do it now. That's like the biggest thing. I also didn't add a dirt path around there. Let's go and do that real quick. So, I mean, I could change that. There's no reason for me not to. But at the moment, we're going to leave it just so that I can kind of like sleep on it a little bit. I think it'll look better, to be fair, if I did do it the way I've just suggested. There we go. But, yeah, I'm not sure yet. Well, I'm out of music, and I'm 3 hours into the session, so it's probably where I'm going to give the session a miss. We're going to say, hey, we've done a good job. Like, definitely, I definitely noticed the change here. It's mainly the footpath that's really made an impact, right? That footpath going around there, that's made a huge, that's made a huge difference. Just as I sit down again, sorry, discount. Yeah, no, the footpath going around the house and this is looking a lot more detailed. If we went out, like I said, detailing work is difficult. It's long and tedious, and it takes ages. Like it's coming along a little bit more now, right? Like it's coming along. Like I definitely feel like I've made a positive change. I feel like everything on the inside of the footpath, apart from this section here, is more or less done. There might be a little bit that I can add in there, but like all of this sort of stuff, house side is pretty much done. I think I'm happy with it. The bits that we want to work on, I think I am going to remove these beehives on this side here. So I think we're going to offset them. So like this row would actually be here, and this footpath. This row would be on this line. This row would be on this line. And I think that's just going to look a little bit nicer, because at the moment it's a little bit too organized, if that makes sense. Like the shape, I mean, it looks good, but it looks a little bit flat. And yeah, I think just inverting it a little bit is going to make it look way better. Then we need to get the flowers in. Once we've got the flowers in, the different flower segments, this whole bee farm is going to be, it's going to look good. I have some concerning news. They're getting ready to destack the vehicles down at Starbase. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not a good sign. Are you allowed to say why they're doing that, T-Man? Or do you not know? But yeah, everything that I've done today, I'm pretty happy with. We've got a vision of what is going to go on in the different areas now as well. I know I no longer have mind fog. Today's your day off, so I have no idea. Interesting. Well, partial day off. I see. Interesting. So yeah, we've got a partial idea. This segment here is going to bleed into the outside area out there, and it's going to be the red flower area. We're then going to have another area over here, which is going to be mainly all different types of pink flowers, including these beauties. This is going to be like the yellow flower area around the front, which will bleed into this little bit as well, because we've got a little bit more space. And then this area over here, oh sorry, that's not the yellow flower, that's the purple flower. This is the yellow flower with like the sunflowers and stuff. And then back here, I'm probably going to do like miscellaneous flowers and things. We might get rid of the wildflower patches around here. So I might go around and pick up all of the poppies and cornflowers and stuff, just to tidy it up a little bit. Although that being said, I feel like this section of the garden would be the overgrown section anyway, because there's always like an overgrown section at the back of your garden, right? And I feel like that's what that would be. So the nice neat flower areas, they've all been aligned, and I've kind of decided what's gonna be. And yeah, we'll play around with it. It doesn't necessarily just have to be flowers either in those segments. It might be like other stuff, but we do need flowers for the bees to pollinate their beehives and stuff. In terms of populating this area with bees, I don't want too many. I only want a few. I don't want to like overlag this area with like entities and stuff. But I do want a few just to give it a little bit more life. And then in there, I'm going to have a natural beehive with a couple of the beehives, and we'll just let them kind of just fly and do what they want. So that's at least my idea anyway. But it's looking good. I'm liking it. I'm feeling it. Like I said, that segment there needs to be offset backwards, I think. Apart from those two. Those two will... Actually, yeah, no, I'll probably move those back forwards a little bit too. But I'm not doing that now. We'll do that next time I'm on, I think. I think that's going to be the next stuff. I'm really enjoying, at the moment, doing the... overworld terraforming. It started off with that oak tree, it moved down the hill, we did the path, the front path to the hermit's house, and pretty much that area is almost done, kind of thing. Now we're doing the beekeeper's cottage, and we're getting to like bits of the village is starting to look finished. Like, that's exciting for me, because I don't finish projects. I don't make things look nice like that, so I'm getting excited. But that will be the end of the stream today. I'm going to head out. I need to go and eat and do all the other stuff and get ready for tomorrow, where I have to go to work and this, that, and the other. And at some point, I need to start writing and figuring out what's going to happen in the next D&D session. Because I don't have that much time. Huge! Yeah, huge. It's huge. It is huge. I suggest making backup population, for example, in the mountain. They tend to fly away if they're in the wild. Yeah, cheering. I will make a backup population, don't worry. The backup population is going to be underneath the base anyway, because I'm going to have a bee farm down there. So... yeah, don't worry about that. The actual bees in the garden, they are meant to be... just wild bees anyway. And if they fly away, they fly away, so what? I don't care, you know. To be honest, I don't really like bees. Bees are annoying. But hey... It's been a challenge, that beekeeper's cottage. We designed that about a year ago, and you know, it's been a challenge getting that right. It's finally getting working on the garden. I think it's just going to tie the whole thing together. And then the last thing that we need to do with that build is the little bit of an interior upstairs outside of the bedroom. That's it, and then we're done. We're done with the beekeeper's stuff. Oh, and the bee farm. And underneath it, but I count that as like a separate entity, I think. Okay, chat. Have a good one. Have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Until next time. Ciao!